So usually on back day, I always start with some warm-up pull-ups, really get the blood pumping in the lats. I'll do rope pull-downs, straight arm pull-downs as like a superset, really get the back activated, the muscles in the back to work. Plus to avoid injuries in your shoulder, you know, really get the blood in there before you start hitting heavy movements. Today I'll start off with compound, barbell, bent over row. So I really want to make sure I'm warmed up before I go right into the workout. Some days, actually pretty much most days, when I'm doing upper body movements, ever since I dislocated my shoulder, I'll still incorporate some internal, external rotations to warm up the rotator cuff on both sides. Even though I'm doing pulling motions, you can still dislocate a shoulder or get injured any other way, so I'll just warm up with these. We'll move over to the bent over barbell rows, and I'll do 4 sets, pyramided down. Now I've seen a few different ways that people perform these. One way that I found that it really hits the lats rather than your shoulders, at the rear delts especially, is people make the mistake of leaning either too far away from their body and pulling up towards their chest. I like to be completely parallel with the ground and just pull it into my stomach. Really pulling the elbows behind your body and just perfecting the form. Always keeping your core tight so you don't pull a muscle as well. I like to take a neutral grip, slightly wider than shoulder width when I do these. And I always start at the top motion, really focus on the form so I don't get injured. Dumbbell bent over rows. I'll go about 8 to 10 reps and then switch to my other arm. And I like doing the dumbbell bent over row second because it's a unilateral exercise. So if I feel like one of my lats aren't getting the pump that it needs, you know, to really be able to focus on the one side. Always want to keep your core tight so you don't get a lower back injury as well. Major key. All right, so I'll do the close grip lat pull downs. This really focuses on your lower lats, get the nice tie at the lower of your back, the Christmas tree look that a lot of people are looking for. So I'll do 3 sets of this and then pyramid my way up to my max weight. Do as many reps as I can to failure of that, and then I'll attach the wide grip bar and just focus on regular lat pull downs. One way that I like to make sure I hit the lower lats by using this piece here is I see some people trying to lean back and use the whole backward momentum to pull those stack down, the weight stack. I like to just keep my body more upright and really just focus on thinking about my elbows, just pulling them behind my body and staying upright, and you'll really feel it in your lower lats. So that's just a little tip that I like. Try it. If it feels comfortable, you know, you can stick with it. If not, just go back to your original way. Never sacrifice your form. squeezing at the top, squeezing at the bottom, really stretching the lats at the top, squeezing, stretch. Usually I'll stop. When I start to feel myself sacrificing my form, I'll always stop. You know, if I want to get more reps, I'll drop the weight back down. But yeah, never sacrifice your form. It's not worth getting hurt, or you're not really targeting the muscle that you're looking to target either. So next, I'm gonna hit the wide grip lat pull down. This exercise is for your lats. This really helps on improving the width of your back. So if you're looking for width, make sure you incorporate this into your routine. I like to think about it as doing a pull up. So I'm pretty much pulling my elbows. I like to think of it as just pulling my elbows right down to my side, you know, down to my hip area. You know, I'm not leaning back and just using my momentum to pull the stack down. So this one I focus on more on form and volume to really target the lats. Mind muscle connection. Before you even pull down the first rep, just really make sure you feel it in your lats. I like to stretch my lats out for a minute before I do that first rep and really contract the lat muscles. Not leaning back on the movement, staying upright. Set on T-bars, you know, you don't want to load the plates heavy, get after it right away. All right, so personally, some people obviously use the 45. I like using the 25 pound disc because the diameter is smaller, so you can really pull it closer to your chest, which will allow you to pull your elbows farther behind your body, which will help you get a better squeeze when you're doing it. Another thing I'll do differently with T-bar rows is I'll use this piece here, the V-bar it's called. I'll do the overhand grip. So this is more like a barbell bent over row, as you can see, where I'll take a supinated grip and go underhand like this. And this really, you can focus on the squeeze. You feel it in your traps, your rear delts, and your upper lats. So just trying different things here. All right, so next I'll move on to the seated cable row machine. When I do it, I personally like to set the weight a little lower than my max weight if I'm just banging out short reps. Because like I said, you know, I'm all about form. I like to, you know, extend and stretch the lat. So I'll lean in all the way until the weight is about to rest on the stack. But of course we don't want it to rest because all the tension comes off the muscle. So I'll lean all the way in. And then when I straighten my back up and pull the weight in, I'll stop at 90 degrees. So my legs and upper body will be 90 degrees to the ground. And then I'll just focus on the pull, just really focus on pulling my elbows behind my body and contracting it, squeezing my shoulder blades together, and really just focus on the lower back and lat muscles here. This exercise I'll strap in. It really takes the forearm grip out of it, and when I got the straps on, I feel like I can really focus on the squeeze rather than trying to grip the bar, and which will activate the bicep and the forearm more. So that's why I'm in straps. You know, the weight's not ridiculously heavy, but it just allows for me to loosen my grip and really just focus on pulling my elbows behind my back to hit the lats. So that's what I focus on, just extending the lats, squeezing. soon as I feel my form start to sacrifice, I always stop, take weight off, or just move on to the next set. But I'm never gonna try to fight through a rep. Thing just goes back to the form. Never sacrifice your form just to pull more weight. All right, so to finish off my back workout, like I start, I'll always do pull-ups. I live and die by pull-ups, also deadlifts, but I cannot deadlift as heavy as I used to be able to because of my knee injury. So, upper body, I'm still fine. So to finish my workouts, I always hit pull-ups to really just fatigue the muscle. And yeah, so I'm gonna finish up here with some pull-ups to failure, maybe 3-4 sets, just bang out as many as I can, not sacrificing my grip. So if I feel like I'm starting to lose the grip or my posture, then I'm just gonna stop, take a 30 to 40 second rest, and then go on to my next set to failure and up to 4 sets, and then I'll be done. All right, last set of pull-ups, straight failure. Once I feel like I'm pulling more with my bicep, I'm gonna stop because it's just gonna give me a bicep pump rather than my back. So. I'm actually pretty tired. I'm trying to talk and like my mouth is mad dry. Dude, stop recording me, I'm done. Yeah.